So now let's look at what the trig functions actually represent. There's a mnemonic saying, Sakatoa, but I like to use sine is Oscar had, cosine is a heap, and tangent is up apples. That helps me remember what position of the side goes with which trig function. So we're going to fill out the information on this handout, which is page 4 of your notes, and then we'll do some examples. Sine is represented by the letter sine and the sine of theta. In the example that's on page 4, where our angle, or our triangle, looked like this, theta, here was our right angle. This side was x, this side was y, and this was our r. And here is theta. So the sine of theta is the opposite side over the hypotenuse, or Oscar had, which in this case would be represented by, here's theta, the side that is opposite it is y, and the hypotenuse is r. So the ratio or the size of sine would be found by y divided by r. Cosine of theta is Oscar had was sine, so a heap is cosine. So it's adjacent over hypotenuse, which is represented by, here's theta, the side that touches it again is x, and the hypotenuse is r. So it's x divided by r. And then tangent of theta is, sine was Oscar had, cosine is a heap, tangent is of apples. So it's opposite, opposite over adjacent. So it's opposite over adjacent, which is the ratio of y, divided by x. The other trig functions are inverses of these three original ones. So cosecant is the reciprocal of of sine. Secant is the reciprocal of cosine, and cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. So you would just take the ratios and flip them upside down, okay? Cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. So cosecant of theta would be hypotenuse over the opposite, which would be r divided by y. Secant of theta is the hypotenuse over adjacent, which is r divided by x. And cotangent of theta is the adjacent over the opposite, which is x divided by y. And these are the 6 trigonometric functions. Again, the fact that they're reciprocals, the last 3 are the reciprocals of the first 3, are listed at the bottom of page 4 on our notes.